Joe and Terry, We Did It Our Way, the extended production, featuring Joe's life story in full. Everything that Joe fans are viewing on YouTube or elsewhere on the web, other than the content from Viva that Joe constantly complained about, was directed and produced and is the copyright of Terry Lodge. This includes any television coverage which he purchased the copyright of. This production aims to celebrate and preserve the incredible legacy of Joe Longthorne, showcasing 20 hours of rich content that combines audiobook narration with on-screen text and rare concert footage. Spanning his extraordinary 60-year career in show business and music, it offers fans and newcomers alike an intimate and moving journey through Joe's life. Featuring never-before-heard insights, it provides a deeper understanding of the man behind the voice, honoring his talent, resilience, and lasting impact on the world of entertainment. Sorry to startle you all. By popular request over the past 10 months, I've composed my autobiography, which will be released in a couple of months. In the meantime, as I'm sure you're aware, for the last 32 years, along with Joe, we have produced his biography, which follows immediately. We hope you enjoy it. Gain exclusive, never-before-seen insights into Joe's life and artistry. Explore the depths of his personal experiences and dynamic performing career, truly understanding the man behind the melodies. This unique offering includes a rich archive of extraordinary productions created by his team, complemented by candid reflections from his closest associates. Joe is the only recipient of all 3 Variety Club Awards: Best Newcomer, Silver Award for Excellence, and the Gold Award for Longevity. In entertainment, in addition, he has appeared in an unsurpassed record of 7 shows for the Royal Family. The absolute endorsement from numerous authors have attempted to reveal to you my brother's story. Frankly, they have all failed, simply because my brother did not trust any of them enough. The only person he trusted totally was Terry Lodge. Hence this wonderful tribute to Joe. The real story in full. For above 20 years, Joe and Terry were each other's best friends. This wonderful manuscript has been over 30 years in the making. I can vouch for that, Joe's sister, Anne Longthorne.
Why is it possible to now start the producing of Our Joe? With the passing of Joe's mum and dad, it has made this project possible. The long-awaited and involved account of his life and times in such great factual detail only exists because of the friendship, cooperation and dedication to it from 2 people. They spent 20 years working together as artiste and producer. They are, of course, Joe Longthorne and Terry Lodge.
Sounds from Terry Lodge, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Well, while we're on about it, I have to say it's a delight to have Terry with us tonight. Terry supported Joe all through the last year. You find out when who your friends are. That's what friends are for. That's his song. And you find out who your friends are when the chips are down. Terry's been magnificent. He's done a great job for Joe all the time Joe's been here. Thank you, Terry. He's been fine.
You're right, yeah? Thank you.
Yeah, let's get him in.
You just shout it loud. No, let's go get some pictures. Come on, let's have a look.
That's what? 144 exquisite diamonds, a total of 1.5 carats in weight, set on a solid stainless steel case and bracelet, precision swift movement, white mother of pearl dial, and a special variety club logo. Here we go, the crazy diamond comes presented in a
Throughout their extensive and tremendous friendship, Joe cherished Terry's opinion of his concert performances. Never did he take note of the fawning Muppets that constantly lavished him with insincere false praise. It was a constant struggle, with much jealousy involved even to the point of loathing from the Muppets and Joe's management, but we did it our way. Joe's sister Anne's personal endorsement, our Joe often remarked that he and Terry were closer than brothers. After Terry's departure, brought about by ill health, I used to visit my brother in Blackpool. Invariably, the only subject of conversation was Joe constantly inquiring, "Where's Lodgy? He'd sort this mess out," referring to his underwhelming time with Viva.
Voice of Mr. Barry Manilow. Wait till you see this, you know. Oh my God, you're so wonderful, I feel so thrilled to give all you, so wonderful to be with you, so wonderful. Scabba lava 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 flava lava. God is so beautiful. We dreamers have our ways, facing rainy days. Somehow we survive. We keep the feelings warm, rise above the clouds, and start our own parade.
Story that is true about a girl I once knew. She took my love and run it around with every single guy in town. Her, oh, 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 keep away from running around soon. I should have known it from the very start. This girl would leave me with a broken heart. Now there's some people what I'm telling you. I keep away from a run around soon. She likes to travel around. She'll love you, she'll put you down. Now people let me put you on. She goes out with other guys. Hurt, hurt, whoa, whoa, hurt, hurt, whoa, whoa, hurt, hurt, whoa, whoa, hurt. You keep away from a run around soon. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Control drives a man insane. You broke my will, ooh, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, keep moving right. I left you alone and I thought it was funny. You came along and put me high. I was fine, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, keep moving right.
Realise his voice is from the gods. It's a different kind of talent. It's so in your face, it's so obvious that he is special. When I first saw Joe, you get goosebumps just when I come across talent. To me, that is the greatest aphrodisiac. You know, it's just phenomenal. And Joe is a remarkable talent. I mean, in this world of pop idol mediocrity, he shines like a beacon. But it's a tragic story, really. Joe Longthorne. It's tragic and it's fabulous at the same time. He is a great talent, but he should be in Vegas. He should be on Broadway. He should be lighting up the West End. But, you know, life isn't fair, and he's had a lot of bad luck.
But the film is a stabbing ball, 'cause she's looked at 10 times or more. She could slip to the eyes of fools as they ask her to focus on sailors fighting in the dance hall. Oh man, look at those cavemen go. It's the freakiest show. And take a look at the love man beating up the wrong guy.
John, here he is. The one and only Luciano Pavarotti, ladies and gentlemen.
Someone to share. I'll drink the wine and I'll take my time to believe in a world that is mine. Someone gave me flowers, I held them in my hand. I looked at those flowers so hours I didn't understand. And so fool yourselves if you will. You can hold out your hand, I'll give you back the flowers, and I will take the land, and I will drink the wine. My time, I will drink the wine. Shake my nails and you rattle my brains. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, oh, why the truck? I left you loving and thought it was funny. Came along and ruined me, honey. Love is fine, this one is mine. Goodness. Kiss me, baby. Feel so fine. Oh, me, baby. I wanna love you like a lover should. 'Cause you're fine, so fine. I gotta tell the world that you're mine. I'm not cheering my girls, you got to know my girl. And I'm nervous, but sure it's fun. Come on, baby, got me crazy. Goodness and gracious, rainbows if I. Me, baby, don't you know that it feels so fine on me, baby? I wanna love you like a lover should. 'Cause you're fine, so fine. I gotta tell the world that you're mama. Chewing my nose, I'm chewing my nose. And I'm nervous, but sure it's fun. Come on, baby, got me crazy. Goodness and gracious, great balls of I.
Each interview. The next 20 years or so emulate from this information Joe trusted me with during our long friendship together. He never held anything back, revealing his innermost thoughts. It was as honor and a privilege to be blessed in. Such a way, everyone knew there existed total respect between us. Mickey Martin, the top promoter, and a good friend of Joe's, always said that Joe expressed in conversation with him that Terry was his champion, who slowed down the grasping Muppets led by Jamie Moran as much as was possible, and he had total faith and respect for him. In fact, B was the ally non-family member that he trusted. That is why I can now reveal and deliver the real hard-bitten and explosive material that this manuscript contains in abundance. It's been an honor to compose it. I hope you enjoy it. Before Joe's arrival, Joe was extremely reluctant to speak about Bisfather and his contribution or otherwise to the family's budget. He had to be gently encouraged to do so. In total contrast to his comments about his mother, Joe had little complimentary to add about his father. It's what Joe didn't say about his father that speaks volumes. Relative to his mum, his father came a poot second. Dark days and darker nights. Teresa's life in the immediate aftermath of Selina's passing consisted of an apparently endless succession of long dark days and even longer blacker nights. Even the little sleep she was afforded was tainted, laced with awful nightmares. Frankly, Teresa was so mortally disturbed that to bet suicide would be the only permanent solution. For once in his life, husband Fred put 2 and 2 together and cast up with 4.
Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. Hey, long, lonely time, my time goes on by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still more? Oh, baby, Godspeed. Your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers fly, wait for me, pray for me. I'll be coming home, pray for me. And oh, my love, my darling, oh, I hunger for your touch. Time and time goes on by so slowly. Yes, and time can do so much. Are you still more? Was it, yeah? I need you sweet, sweet love, and yes I do. Godspeed. Your love, bring it to me. Oh my love, oh my darling, oh my love.
Over a period of weeks, he suggested that Teresa should contemplate conceiving another child. It would at least give her something to attach to. Another girl child. Eventually she agreed. During her confinement, all she could envisage was the birth of a girl child. Pink baby clothes were readied, the name chosen Joanna. Upon the conclusion of her confinement, Teresa gave birth to a 5-pound 2-ounce baby, a boy. I'll let Joe describe these early years. Well, there I was, not exactly what they wanted, the reverse in fact. What have you been said happened next? I asked. Watch this space. The name change was easy. Instead of Joanna, it was Sal Joseph. Other things were not so straightforward. Like what, Joe? Well, for a couple of years I was dressed like a girl. Mum couldn't get her head around the girl-boy change. Remember it? He replied. Sometimes I think I can, but I don't think so, really. We know that after you were born, your mum's immediately returned to work. Yes, they did, but every day she used her dinner time to cycle home and breastfeed me, so I'm told. Knowing Fred would be in the pub, I asked, who looked after you in the daytime, Joe? That was our Anna's responsibility. She was like a second mum to me. We became inseparable. Although Joe never let it show, he often mentioned that Anna was his favourite sibling. Typical of the man, sensitive to others, never wishing to oft. Joe continued, my first recollection for sure was one afternoon in early summer. The currant bun was out, I'd been naughty, a bloody handful and more for our Anna to try to cope with. Encouragingly, what happened and how old were you? At times you had to prompt Lot if you got half the story, and he'd move on. Right, still in girls' clothes, so about 2 or 3. There was a large, deep windowsill with plants in pots on it. She was that pissed off with me and removed 2 pots and replaced them with me. You must have been frightened. Frightened. I was bloody well scared stiff, like being on a cliff's edge, squinting in the strong sunshine. Thoughtful he continued. Our John lifted my down. Did it cure you of your bad behaviour? No, not likely. was the quick reply. Time to move on. His nest memories of any significance occurred around D years old. Joe was attending nursery school. I enjoyed that part of my school life, but only that part. The teachers were kind to me. Why? Because in the afternoon I'd sing to the other kids for an hour or so. Most would simply drop to sleep, which was like being in heaven for the teachers. You remember the songs? One is Sure was Paper Roses.
Yeah, well, I wish I was in the land of old times. They are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away. Through your Dixieland. Say, Bobby, sing a song. Sing it, girls. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie, away, away. In Dixieland, I take my stand to live and die in Dixie. For Dixieland, yes, where I was born. Early Lord, one cold and frosty morn. Look away, look away, Lord. Look away, through your Dixieland. Sing it, Bobby. Sing it, man. Glory, glory, sing my song, darling. Glory, 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 hallelujah. This truth is marching and I love you. Hush, little baby, don't you cry, no. For you know your daddy is bound to die. Oh, and all my trial, Lord, will soon be over. Oh, yeah, that's round. Hit me. Yeah. Sing it back to the band, ladies and gentlemen, singers. It's true, this marching and it's true, this marching and
Sexual assault. I was about 8, playing alone in some old empty houses. The houses were not empty. He wasn't alone. 3 older boys approached, early teens I'd guess. I was trapped in a ginnel, a narrow alley. No escape. The boys took me into a room and closed the door. I expected a beating. They partially undressed and made me do things to them, never tacking me unless I attempted to refuse and resist. When it all ended, they walked away laughing. "Joe, that's terrible. Did you report his?" "No. You're the first person I've ever told." "That's desperate. You'll probably not believe this, but I enjoyed it all." Was this life-defining moment for Joe? Sentenced to Rampion. This terrible occurrence occurred when Joe was 8. His sister Anne was extremely headstrong, continually challenging Father's authority. She was only 14 at that time. Father Fred was losing face and credibility among the gypsy community, so he devised a desperate solution to put Anne to it. Fred, as I've written previously, was a little big mass with a much inflated tough guy reputation. He had to get shut of Anne. His solution was little short of murder. This so-called loving father applied to the court of the land to make her a ward of the court. During the hearing, he pleaded with the judge to incarcerate poor Anne in the notorious mental hospital, Rampion. The judge acquiesced and sentenced Anne to be incarcerated in Rampton at Her Majesty's pleasure. Her appalling sentence lasted for 3 years, a 14-year-old among murderers, rapists, and insane individuals of both sexes. Introduction to many forthcoming hours of superb material from Joe's Associates. For more information and productions, visit us at www.joelongthorne.co.uk.
Shake my nails and you're out on my brains. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, oh why the throw? I left your love and I thought it was funny. Came along and wooed me on it. Love is fine, this world is mine. Goodness. Kiss me baby, feel so fine. On me baby, I wanna love you like a lover should. 'Cause you're fine, so fine. I gotta tell the world that you're mine. I got chewing my nails, you got chewing my toes, and I never but you respond. Come on baby, got me crazy. Goodness and gracious, rainbows of ice. Me, baby, don't you know that it feels so fine on me, baby? I wanna love you like a lover should. 'Cause you're fine, so fine. I gotta tell the world that you're mine. Chewing my nose, I'm chewing my toe, and I never but you respond. Come on, baby, got me crazy. Goodness and gracious, great balls of ice.
Catalyst for Joe's birth. The greatest tragedy in the family Longthorne occurred before Joe was born. In fact, it was to be the catalyst for his eventual birth. It was all down to the dishonest dealing of Father Fred. Previously mentioned, before his birth, Joe had 4 siblings, John, Anne, Selina, and Lizzie. Their work-shy father would do anything but regular honest graft. He would sooner pick up a poisonous snake than a shovel. He was always ducking and diving, scheming and conniving, living from one scam to another. He had been running one effect for several years with deep-sea fishermen when returning from sea. At sea, they could purchase tax-free cigarettes and tobacco, plus Bryant and May matches at 15% of mainland prices. This I personally can verify, having spent 51 trips on the deck of deep-water trawlers. When coming ashore, They illegally brought contraband with them. Next stop, Fred's house. He would pay cash for their offerings, then sell it on at a profit. This was all concealed in a bedroom in their home in Walton Street. One fateful afternoon. Selena, a beautiful blonde 3-year-old, couldn't contain her curiosity. She had the opportunity to enter that bedroom and rummage around. Children and matches have also often ended in terrible tragedies. As happened in this instance, Selena was the only occupant in the house. With the bedroom in flames, neighbors could hear Selena's terrible screams. Her uncle dashed across the street, desperately climbed the stairs. Upon entering the blazing bedroom, he was confronted with a ferocious wall of flame. The only noise to be heard now was that created by the raging fire. Selena's awful blood-curdling screams had died away. Courageously, her uncle attempted to effect a gallant rescue. To no avail. It was beyond any mortal to do so. There would be no reprieve for the beautiful, blonde-haired 3-year-old. Amid the tearful sobbing of neighbors, her body was recovered by firemen who had by then controlled and extinguished the fire. The inquest brought in an extremely dubious verdict: death by misadventure. Numerous observers thought that a manslaughter verdict would have been more just. Fred's freedom should have been jeopardized. It unfortunately wasn't.
Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. Hey, long, lonely time, time goes on by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still more? Oh, baby, need your sweet loving, yes I do. Godspeed, your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers fly, wait for me, pray for me. I'll be coming home, pray for me. And oh, my love, my darling, oh, I hunger for your touch. A long, lonely time, and time goes on by so slowly. Yes, and time can do so much. Are you still more? I need your loving, baby. Was do. Godspeed. Your love, bring to me all my love, all my darling, all my love.
This wasn't Joe's first visit to Ravenscar. In fact, he knew the little hamlet inside out. He originally found peace and tranquility there as a 12-year-old, playing hooky from school in 1967. Arriving on foot after hitching his final lift on the A165, which links up with the A171 to Whitby and beyond, it had been a 40-mile journey from his hometown of Kingston upon Hull. It was a beautiful day, the journey so enjoyable that B deliberately overshot his intended destination, Scarborough. This unscheduled stop he would repeat countless times throughout his teenage years. In fact, in later years, when he had become the nation's favourite entertainer, he purchased the station master's cottage in the village. Joe was by now already infatuated with the entertainment industry. Previously, IT was his intention to attend the Futurist Theatre, to take in the popular Irish pop band The Bachelors Con. Declan and John, they often appeared on national TV. Joe did get to see them, but not the full show. After sneaking into the theatre, unnoticed, he broke his cover halfway through The Bachelor's performance by insisting to uncontrollably and loudly sing along with them. Back onto the streets he landed, softening his disappointment by purchasing a bag of chips and a bottle of pop. Couldn't afford the addition of a fish. After sleeping rough that night, he returned to Hull the following morning. Ironically, that was 1967. This year was 1994, and he was starring in his own record-breaking summer season at the very same Futurist Theatre. He wouldn't be dumped out on the street now, and if he was, he would definitely be able to afford a fish with his chips.
Too long, girl. You'd all in your mind when I was gone. It's not my thing trying to get back. Lover, let me tell you where I'm at. I wanna be where you are. I wanna be where you are. Oh, I want to be where you are. Oh, yeah, yeah. I wanna be where you are, where you are, my lady. I'm coming back to where I always meant to stay. Now I know the meaning of the story. I got so much stuff inside me anyway. I wanna be where you are. Sing it. I wanna be where you are. I need to be where you are. I wanna be where you are, where you are, my baby. Sing it. I need to be where you are. Come on, baby. On the bass line, Joe, inside. Now I know the meaning of the story. I got so much love deep inside. Yeah. Oh, I wanna be where you are. Oh, yeah, yeah. I wanna be where you are. Oh, I need to be where you are. Oh, lady, yeah. I wanna be where you are, my lover. I need to be where
tonight. I need to be where you are. Oh yeah, yeah. I wanna be where you are, my girl. Oh, yeah, tonight, yeah.
The Raven Hall. Dining room. Our first interview session, as I've mentioned, took place in the Raven Hall dining room, after the three of us had eaten together. Well, that's not strictly correct. Jilly and I attempted to consume the delicious offering, while Joe only pushes his food around on the plate. That's his way. He's always lacked a good appetite. He was rambling along, although the tape was recording, little would be of use, because the interview wasn't structured. Reluctantly, Jilly and I pushed our plates to one side politely and refused a sweet, so we could concentrate on the matter at hand. This was the beginning of the story you are now reading. Well, the first 39 years of his life has been mostly gleaned from the 6 weeks of tapes and contemporaneously notes written up on the hours after each interview. The next 20 years or so emulate from this information. Joe trusted me with during our long friendship together. He never held anything back, revealing his innermost thoughts. It was an honor and a privilege to be blessed in such a way. Everyone knew there existed total respect between us. Mickey Martin, the top promoter and a good friend of Joe's, always said that Joe expressed in conversation with him that Terry was his champion who slowed down the grasping Muppets led by Jamie Moran as much as was possible, and he had total faith and respect for him. In fact, he was the only non-family member that he trusted. That is why I can now reveal and deliver the real hard-bitten and explosive material that this manuscript contains in abundance. It's been an honor to compose it. I hope you enjoy it.
In the morning, when the moon is at its rest, you will find me at the time I love the best, watching rainbows play on sunlight, pools of water, ice from cold nights. I will be yearning. It is the morning of my life, and in the daytime I will meet you as before. You will find me waiting by the ocean floor, building castles in the shifting sun, in a world where no one understands. In the morning, it is the morning of my life. It is the morning of my life. In the morning of my life, those minutes take so long to drift away. Please be patient with your life. It's only morning and you're still to live the day. In the evening, I will fly into the moon, to the top, right in the corner of the ceiling. My room, there we're gonna stay until the sun shines another day. We'll swing on clotheslines. I will be yearning. It is the morning of my life. It is the morning of my life. In the morning of my life, those minutes take so long to drift away. Please be patient It's Sunday morning and you still to live your day. And in the evening I will fly you to the moon, to the top right-hand corner of the ceiling in my room. We will stay until the sun shines another day. We'll swing on close lines, I'll be your name. It is the morning of my life. It's the morning of my life. In the
Before Joe's arrival. Joe was extremely reluctant to speak about his father and his contribution or otherwise to the family's budget. He had to be gently encouraged to do so. In total contrast to his comments about his mother, Joe had little complimentary to add about his father. It's what Joe didn't say about his father that speaks volumes. Relative to his mum, his father came a poor second. Dark days and darker nights. Teresa's life in the immediate aftermath of Selina's passing consisted of an apparently endless succession of long dark days and even longer blacker nights. Even the little sleep she was afforded was tainted, laced with awful nightmares. Frankly, Teresa was so mortally disturbed that to her, suicide would be the only permanent solution. For once in his life, husband Fred put 2 and 2 together and came up with 4.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a few tributes now to people. Nice to see everyone. You okay? Lovely to be here. We're going to do a few impersonations. Some you may know, some you might not, and others you just forget it. We're going to start off, ladies and gentlemen, with one of London and one of England's greatest, Des O'Connor. No. He's not in, is he in? Des and Friends.
To all the girls I've loved before, wondering and I've been born. Glad they came along, I've been born. I've loved before. Willie Nelson. All the girls I once caressed, in me I see eyes of bliss. You live within my heart, always be high. Of all the girls I've loved before. Engelbert. The winds of change are always blowing. Anytime she tries to stay, the winds of change come to you blowing and carry me away. Julio. The world girls I once caressed, my sunshine. Io canto sarà, io di bene. Your love within my heart, I'll always be high. All the girls I loved before. To all the girls I've loved before.
Over a period of weeks, he suggested that Teresa should contemplate conceiving another child. It would at least give her something to attach to. Another girl child. Eventually she agreed. During her confinement, all she could envisage was the birth of a girl child. Pink baby clothes were readied, the name chosen Joanna upon the conclusion of her confinement Teresa gave birth to a 5-pound 2-ounce baby, a boy. I'll let Joe describe these early years. Well, there I was, Tell, not exactly what they wanted, the reverse in fact. What have you been said happened next? I asked. Watch this space. The name change was easy. Instead of Joanna, it was Sal Joseph. Other things were not so straightforward. Like what, Joe? Well, Tell, for a couple of years I was dressed like a girl. Mum couldn't get her head around the girl, boy change. Can you remember